AITA because I told my parents to choose between living in my garage or a nursing home. I don't drive and live in my forever house with my dogs. My kids are grown up and I'm a widow. I converted my garage into a legal guest house with everything a person needs for when the kids visit. Independent washroom, kitchen, everything. My parents have recently asked me if they can move in with me. I agreed and talked to my kids to let them know that if they came for a visit the garage was taken, so they would have to stay in the house. My parents showed up on the appointed day and the kids showed up with their families to help get them moved in. And they actually had already arranged a hotel for one family so we would not be crowded. My parents were confused as to why we were moving their stuff into the garage. I told them that was where they were staying. They said that they thought they could move into my house since I have 5 bedrooms. I explained that I actually have 2 bedrooms since one room is my office where I see clients. One is my private office. And one is my hobby room. The spare bedroom is mostly for my mutts. They said that they wanted to live in the house, not out in the garage like Fonzie. I said it was a take it or leave it situation. If they didn't want the garage they could move into a nursing home or something. They are upset that they are living rent-free in a private guest house that is fully up to code. NTA. If it's a converted guest house that's completely up to code, I don't see a reason that they would want to go into the house, as everything you have in the house you have in the guest house too. My friend recently turned her shed into a beautiful guest house. Kitchen appliances, private bathroom, the works. Her parents are currently living there and they don't have a problem with it. They like the privacy and they like being close to their child. Wow, your parents are spoiled. A rent-free, up-to-code apartment sounds pretty sweet. If it isn't good enough for them, then they can make other arrangements. But if you let them into your main house it will become their house. And you won't be able to get away from them. NTA. NTA. This is not the garage. This is a converted living space. A free converted living space. And Fonzie didn't live in the garage. He lived in an apartment above the garage. They wanted into the main house for you to be their cook, maid and carer. In the guest house they have to fend for themselves. Stop calling it the garage. They hear that word and it sounds like a nasty space. Start calling it the guest house. It's all in how you're selling it. Tell them, it's my roof and you'll do as I say, JK. But honestly, a rent-free place of their own where they're not in your way and you're not in theirs seems like the best deal for everyone. Obviously there will be times when they visit you in the main house. But I think you're being fair. NTA. Weird that the topic never came up before they moved in. Info, you didn't bother communicating any of this beforehand? Reminds me of something a friend went through. His wife's parents went bankrupt, wild spenders, and got thrown out of their rented apartment. He offered to buy a condo for them to live in. He found a nice one in a good area they knew and took them there, telling them he was ready to close on it. They told him they didn't like it and wanted something bigger and nicer. So he told them to buy their f***ing condo themselves. He got divorced the next year. Well, I would actually prefer the garage to have a little more autonomy. NTA. I'd be totally fine with that. Rent-free? Sign me up. I'll adopt you and everything. NTA at all. Frankly, if I were your parents, I would prefer the free, up-to-code, private apartment that comes with their own kitchen. Plus, there wouldn't be the worry of interrupting your work. Not sure why they can't just be appreciative of the opportunity you've offered to them. Sorry you're dealing with this headache. NTA. You might not have made it totally clear that they would be in the guest house, not moving in with you. Maybe make it clear that you want them to maintain their independence, and the guest house is the best way for that. Stick to your plan. Do not let them bully you. You will lose your autonomy in your own home once they decide to take over. NTA. Sounds like you didn't explain it fully to them. Why would they not know this before they showed up with their stuff? Ash. NTA. I can see older people assuming they would live in the primary residence with you. But, if you wanted a roommate, you'd already have gotten one. Wouldn't you? I don't think you are selfish. I just can appreciate that older folks might just assume you are giving up some comforts for their sake. I love my mama dearly. Thank all the gods my home has 2 sets of stairs. My mama is not into stairs. She's had 3 back surgeries in the last 30 years. So, she will never actually want to live in this house with me. I'd certainly make the offer and convert all of downstairs into a MIL's suite. It has a separate entrance even. But, I'm fine with the fact that she wouldn't want to live here. Rolling on the floor laughing. Ash for not having a convo about living arrangements until the day they moved in. Situations like this come up all the time in AITA. Don't make big life decisions with other people without talking about it. Marriage, kids, roommates, etc. NTA for offering the garage. NTA their accommodations are up to code and this arrangement works for you. They are free to seek other arrangements. NTA. Something not considered, but I'm assuming that the garage apartment, their bathroom, laundry, kitchen, and other living space they would use is all on one level so they don't have to deal with stairs. When you get older this is huge. If they were living in the house they'd be navigating the stairs several times a day. And for the elderly that's just dangerous.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.